scene, or welcome to another new serum scene. Vampire the Masquerade YouTube experiment. On this particular night, 1st of December, another night that a light snow falls from the sky. Very, very pleasant. The winter wind is picked up just ever so slightly. Give it another week before the cold bites deeper. Stefan has gotten one item that he requires. A bandana that's sitting inside the pocket of his suit jacket. And as he heads into a local hardware store in the industrial district, about a block or two away from the last resort. It's not a very big hardware store, but as he walks in, he's a bit overwhelmed with how much variety there seems to be in this place. As he walks, or as he gets to the primary aisle, primary intersection point, to choose, any number of aisles. He notices from back door there seems to be quite a few people coming and going on a regular basis. When he does actually see someone coming from that area, they have a lumber dolly. He's not unfamiliar to some of these terms or some of these sites in a place like this. And this is certainly not his first time. But he's got a mission. A simple one. He heads back to the lumber section, looking for dowels circumference of 1.5 to 2 inches. A 1 foot length. It doesn't take him all that long. To find what he's looking for. He finds the dowel in the size that he wants. Goes for a harder wood. Perhaps an oak. Not something too exotic. He doesn't want to pay a fortune for a 12-inch length of the stuff. So, something in oak. Oak is a fairly hard wood, if he remembers correctly. And he calls an attendant over. Or maybe an attendant comes to him. Either way, it's not too long before he is attended to. The attendant asks him how he can help. Stefan doesn't waste any time. Tells the man he would like a 1 foot length of this particular dowel material. Same size as what you would see in a closet, pretty much. And so man happily takes the dowel and puts it onto the table. slides just past 1 foot, measures it out very precisely, very professionally, and within seconds, a clean cut. You know, this man takes pride in his work. He secures the saw safely and turns it off. He takes the 1 foot length, kind of wipes off some of the sawdust, and hands it to Stefan. Ask him if he needs any more help. I'm looking for some paracord and eye legs as well. Oh, okay. He's directed to the right location. He's told that you can find paracord generally around where construction safety equipment, harnesses, things like that are kept. Eye legs are going to be in, where screws are generally in that particular hardware section. Stefan thanks the man, and then carrying the dowel heads back to that area. He follows the general progression of the store, and he comes across the aisle where various harnesses and safety equipment are generally kept, and within moments he finds that behind him, when he turns around, that side of the aisle is hanging various sizes of paracord. His eyes immediately go towards micro paracord, 1.18 millimeter. He grabs the smallest length he can find, generally probably 10 feet, more than likely. No, 5 foot. He finds a 5 foot roll of it, and no, I was wrong. 10 foot. So he grabs the 10 foot length. Sorry, and continues continues to the next aisle. Eventually, he comes across one where all different forms of construction hardware, all manner of screws and bolts, nuts, washers, you name it, it's here. Down this aisle, it takes him a little bit longer to find what he's looking for. There's a lot of items here. It's almost completely overwhelming, to be honest. Stefan kind of looks around outside of this aisle to see if he can find a store attendant associate. And he calls out, or he kind of looks around a little bit. After a good 10, maybe 15 minutes, eventually an associate comes by. Stefan kind of flags him down. I need some assistance. The associate smiles at Stefan, and asks, "How can I help you?" I'm looking for Um, well, eyelash. Something you could use to thread cord through, or to make a cord fence, or hang a plant from. Says um, any particular size. Stefan takes a moment, looking at the kind of looking at the dowel a little bit. I'm just going to make a straight intelligence roll. And he gives the attendant the size. Oh, okay. Those are going to be right here. One package? Yeah. And Stefan one package. 5-piece. And says, well, if you need anything else, I'll be 3 hours out. I'll be 3 hours down this way. Stefan kind of looks a little bit, realizing that's the way he came from. He smiles and thanks the attendant for her help, and heads to the front counter to pay for these 3 items. When he gets to the checkout stand, it's open. He stands there, for a good few moments. There's about 3-4 people ahead of him, buying what looks like stuff for like Christmas. Maybe people are doing some heavy decorating. While Stefan is standing in line, and he catches a glimpse of an item hanging in the on a pegboard in this check stand. Similar looking flashlight, something similar to what Zachary Voltaire used. Really bright flashlight. Rechargeable batteries. Batteries can be recharged in the flashlight itself. Stefan remembers just how bright that particular implement was, and kind of he thinks about how much money he's still got at his disposal, despite the extra income coming in. He grabs the flashlight package and waits in line. Not too long now. One customer, the customer after that, had a very light load. So, one more customer before it's his turn to check out, and then off to the last resort for a night of